In this video, I want to show you how to get a bolt or a nut to come out that maybe it's stuck because maybe it could be rusted really well. You can see here, this is actually on a Jeep Wrangler, and this hook is attached to the back of the frame. I took off the bumper because I'm going to put something else here, but I just want to show you. There's three nice heavy-duty bolts here. This isn't actually one of them. There's one underneath, and you can see, if you could look in there, you can see in there, there's a ton of rust, okay? And these are the three that I want to get out, and there's a lot of thread. So I've got them out about this far, but at this point, they're still stuck. It will go almost nowhere. So one of the things you could try is put WD-40 on the backs of these and let them soak for a little while. You can also, I think a lot of people have had success with Loctite. The other thing you want to do is heat. In this case, we're going to heat up one of the nuts. And in fact, this middle one right here, this guy right here in the center, that's giving me the most trouble. So right now, that actually won't budge, and I'll show you that in a second. But I can't get it off or out of there. So I'm going to show you some tricks on how you can get that out. This actually uses an 18 millimeter. That's what the size of the bolt head is. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. In this case, to loosen it up, we're going to pull up on it, and you'll see that the car will probably go up before it actually turns. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, you can see it will not move at all. Now, one of the things that you can also do is you can take another wrench, put it at the back of it. In this case, we're going to go this way. You just slip it over it like this, and that gives you a little bit more leverage. And now you have a nice long pole to try to get it out. So we're going to try that. Oh, wow. So, in this case, I got so much leverage, it snapped off the welded bolt on the inside, or the welded nut on the inside. So I'm going to have to put something in there to try to get it out. That was a lot of leverage. In fact, so much leverage that it defeated the purpose. So I'm going to have a little more trouble on my hands. You can get one of these over at any hardware store. I think it comes with the tip, but basically this will give us some heat. You turn it on just a little bit, get yourself a lighter, and there we go. We've got a little bit of a flame. So what you want to do is, in this case, the bottom one is just as bad, and I'm going to show you. We're going to just heat that up. So we're just going to target that bolt. And when we're done and it's heated up really well, in fact, I don't think it needs to be red hot, but when it's heated up really well, we should be able to get this out of here. So I'm going to do that right now. And I said bolt, I meant nut. Sorry about that. So we're heating up the nut so we can take out the bolt. If you were taking off the nut, of course, you'd want to heat up the bolt. Okay, it's been on there for about a minute and a half. We're going to see how well this works. We're going to get our 18 millimeter open in. Okay, it's still kind of tough, but I couldn't even do that before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up my, essentially, it's a breaker bar. I'm too cheap to go buy a breaker bar, so I'm basically making a breaker bar out of this thing right here. In case you're wondering, this is how you do it. You just, let me take it off. You just put this in there if you're going that way. Go this way if you're going in the other direction. And then you just hold it tight on there. So here we go. A lot easier to do. And notice we didn't break the welded nut on the inside like I did on the last one when there was no heat. So the heat allows it to expand, which allows the nut to come out a lot easier. I forgot to tell you, there's one more method that I know about. If none of these other ways work and you still have a lot of trouble and you're in a situation like I'm in, there is a hacksaw. Just cut it off. I wanted to let you see that hook wasn't going to win. Anyway, a few more things that I thought about while taking this off. You could also use a real high-powered air compressor with you know, an air ratchet to try to take it off or break it free if you have that. The other thing you could try is if you have a metal piece of galvanized pipe. I don't have that, I just have PVC, but I'm just going to give you an example and show you. You can put that over the end to make your handle longer, which also acts sort of like a breaker bar. And there have been situations where a breaker bar wasn't enough and I've had to put a metal pipe on the end of that to get more leverage. Anyway, I think that's everything. If you guys could think of anything I missed, please leave it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you. If it did, please give us a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. Check out our other videos. Thanks.